Hey, aloha everybody. Velina Maikako. Hope you guys are doing fantastic, guys. My name is Jonah Davis. Today we are going to talk about how to properly hold the ukulele. If you are a beginner, definitely I suggest come here, watch these videos, learn with me as you go, and I'll try my best to make it as simple, as practical, as most effective as possible. Let's get a crackin'. Here we go. Holding an ukulele can be one of those things where it gets a little bit tricky. Some students might be playing and the ukulele is slipping through their arms, right? Or maybe they're holding with their left hand the chords and they're doing it in a way where it starts to hurt. Okay, so we're going to talk about how to hold the ukulele. All right, now very first thing we're going to do is I want you to grab the back of the base of the neck, all right, of your ukulele, exactly where I am holding. Now, with your left hand, all right, you're gonna brace underneath the base of the neck. Okay, you're gonna hold that real quick. Now, this is just so we can start getting the proper position to hold our ukulele. Now, with our right arm, okay, if you look here, this is my elbow crease, right? Now, right before that, maybe about an inch, maybe 2 inches into this part of my arm. Now, this is where I am going to put the butt of the ukulele. Okay, now watch this. Now, when I have that crease right there, okay, see how I lined it up? Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to simply bring it into my body. Now, when I bring it into my body, look at where my hand lands. Okay, now this is a tenor, obviously. If it is a soprano or the smallest size ukulele, it'll work exactly the same thing. Now, everybody's body is different, their arm length, their hand, everything is different, right? But the basic principle of holding is the same. Okay, so if you see where my hand has landed, it has landed right here at the top of the sound hole at the base of the fret. Okay, now when I'm holding that, let's try that again. Okay, here's my arm, putting it in. Now I'm folding it into my body. Now when I folded it into my body, if you notice, this ukulele right here, it's angled and it's in alignment with my shoulder. Okay, so it's going up this way. Yeah, see that? Pointing the arrow. Okay, all right, now that is exactly the perfect way to hold your ukulele. You have a really nice cradle. Now, if you get really good at holding it this way, your ukulele will not slip as you're playing because you're kind of tucked in to your arm and your forearm and your elbow. Okay, so you got this small little triangle here going on, and it's creating a really nice pocket for your ukulele. Now, my hand is also cradling at the bottom shoulder. Okay, now that's just your right arm, okay? That's your right hand. Now with your left hand, which is our chord hand. Now this is the one I see a lot of people struggle with, especially because of the pain, right? There's cramping, there's all these different other things. Now the reason why we're cramping is because we're putting too much pressure in our thumbs. Okay, so we don't want to do that. Now it does take time for us to learn how to properly distribute strength into our fingertips. Okay, so here our thumb is mainly for support. Now our fingertips, exactly here, yeah, at the very front, the very tips, this is where we're actually pressing the strings. Now when we're pressing the strings, you want to make sure that your finger is forward and your thumb is in a supportive position. Now our thumbs, normally it's what we use to grip. Okay, now we don't want to be gripping with our thumb. Okay, that's not what we're doing. We're simply supporting our ukulele with our thumb. All right, so now here I got my hand out. Now let me try and see if I can angle this real quick. Do you see how my thumb is laying right here? Now I'm towards the center. Yeah, right in the middle, right here. There you go. Put my thumb right there. Okay, now look at how much space I have between here, the neck, and my hand. You can see right through that. All right, now that is proper. That is exactly how you want to start learning to hold your neck to build chords. All right, so let's go ahead and do that again. Yeah, Now I'm at the base of the neck. Your thumb is going to move. All right, you want it to be firm, but you do not want it to be stiff. You do not want to be pressing and gripping with your thumb. You want it to be firm. You want it to support your fingers, but you also don't want it to be stuck in one location because this needs to move. Okay, this needs to move as you're building chords. Okay, now getting back to the front. Now that my thumb is in place, all right, I'm holding the F chord, for example. Let's go ahead and try that. E1 right here and G2 with our middle finger. Now in the beginning this may seem really hard, okay, but look at how my hand is. You see how you have all that open space? Now here's another thing. Now when my thumb is firm but not stiff, I can move my hand forward. You see how my wrist is bending outward? It's going forward. Now this allows for a really nice clean holding. Now in the beginning, yeah, if your strength is not very good in your fingertips, you know, you might feel, you might kind of like a buzzing sound like that. It's not exactly the best sound, right? But the more you practice, the better you'll get. Now again, when I am allowing my hand to move forward, what it does is it allows me to transfer the strength into the fingertips. Now I have a really nice good amount of pressure as opposed to this one, no pressure. Proper pressure, nice and clean, okay? And the same thing with the E string. Nice pressure, not so good pressure. Okay, so when we put the right amount of pressure, and if we need the strength, we need to be able to move our hand forward. Okay, so again, you want to be able to see right through this space. You want your thumb to be firm but not stiff. Now, whenever I'm changing, look at how my thumb reacts whenever I'm starting to change chords. Okay, so you want to be able to make sure that you can move. You want to be as flexible as possible. Okay, that's basically it, guys. So I hope you guys take that, practice that, and I hope that helps you in how to hold your ukulele. So go ahead, click that like. I hope you found value in this and would love for you to follow me, stick around with me. Go to jonahdavis.com, join my email list. I'm gonna start sending out newsletters, how-tos, early release special things. Okay, if you guys would like to jump into my Patreon family, I would love to have you. Patreon.com/jonahdavis. We're gonna have a lot of fun, and that's where I teach my drills. This is where I use music as a vehicle to teach, to learn, to grow, to build. Okay, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Love you guys. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. You guys take care. Aloha.